Generic greetings and welcome back to a very wet Banished. Today's beverage is a very refreshing vanilla cola. So welcome back to the game, and in the previous episode we built the mine as well as the adjacent stockpile. We improved access with this tunnel that goes through the hill. I wouldn't really call it a mountain. And then finally we built a, I think, somewhat controversial pasture. Controversial because it encroaches on like the foresters and hunting cabin space. However, it does mean that we've got another flock of sheep. That means eventually more mutton and more wool, which will then improve the wool supply to then make, finally, warming coats. Leather and wool. Leather we have, not so much the wool. Either way, in this episode we need to do a couple of things. I want to build another mine because I'm looking at steel tools, which requires logs, iron and coal. We have some iron coming from just searching the forest as you do. But also, we have the mine here, which is on 97%, but that's only getting iron. I would have thought you could select both iron and coal, but no. So we could micromanage it and switch it from every season, do iron and switch it over to coal and do it that way if we wanted to. But I think just another mine is going to be a decent proposition. And eventually we're going to have to go for a quarry because we're on 40%. Look how deep that quarry is now. I'm also really concerned it's so close to that water. Anyway, we also have another issue, and it's not the supply of food, because if we can check that out, we can see that yes, food is great. However, population is declining. We have an aging population, and birth rate is low. So how are we going to fix that? Well, houses. More houses, new families. Well, that's the way we're going to go. However, I want to put them probably around here, because we're going to have a lot of miners. Actually, miners and miners, because there'll be lots of births. So yes, we just want new family homes. And the way we're going to do that is by placing the mine, believe it or not, because then we know what space we're working with. So over to resource production and the mine here, and I could position it around here. We did check that out, and it would happily go there. However, I think in this corner is probably a better position for it. You do need to position it in a very specific way, so a very specific manner. So it's not going to go like that. It would go in there. No. So that is pretty much where we have to have it, and I am actually going to place it. So that's been placed, and we're going to go over to the roads, and then what we'll do is we just sort of mouse around until we find the edge, which is there, and then come down here, which is finding the edge there, and we know that the road can then do that. What I also want to do is pause the production of it. I don't want to work on that. I want to work on some homes. And what I'll do is I'm actually going to remove that stockpile because I want it sort of equidistant. So we're going to go with stockpile, and I'm going to place a stockpile of... It only really needs to be a 5x5, I think. Let's make it a 6x6, just in case. What was the other one? I'm not too sure, but anyway, let's just continue on with building and move this over, and then we can place some more houses because I want a lot of, let's say, sort of family cottages around here. The advantage of placing the mine here is that it's still quite close to the centre of town, and also it doesn't encroach on the hunting cabin or the forester's lodge space, which is pretty good. We have 104 adults. It's early spring. No, it's now spring, 29 years into the game. 14 students, 14 children. And, well, yeah, let's see how we progress on. We might get nomads at one point, and I do think if we get nomads, I will probably accept straight away. The thing is with that, though, they do come with various levels of... various levels of age as well as education. So there's that. I'm thinking as well, actually. Can I build through this mountain here? Still keep calling it a mountain. That's more mountainous than the other one, but it's still a hill. When is a hill a mountain? It'll be a height thing, won't it? Anyway, let's go for some tunnels. And can we tunnel through this? We cannot. Can we go through here? We can. We could actually do that. Like that, and that would give us access to this side. Oh, nomads have arrived at the town hall. Okay. That's actually pretty handy. Let me go ahead and see. So nomads, 27 nomads are requesting citizenship. Allow them to become citizens of Generi Town. Allow. And if we look then at graphs and population, oh, there's so many people that are without housing. Even, I'm guessing that, yes, even the boarding house, wow, is absolutely full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up some housing, and the housing is going to go, well, we can have housing around here, can't we? So I'm going to put housing there and there, then rotate it and there, which means that the road can then go across and round, if need be. I think so. So road's going to go like that, and that will help out. We do still need some more housing, so we'll see how we get on. However, we do have 19 labourers, which we do not need. I'm going to go for some more builders, max out on farmers. Stone cutters, we're going to max that out completely. We're going to do probably the same again for... I don't think we need more foresters, but we do need probably another teacher. So that's when we're going to activate this. And we now have 2 teachers. And maybe do we need more woodcutters? Not really. Let's go for some more miners there. Go for 12. Okay. So we have 11 people without adequate housing. I can place some housing around here, and I probably will do that. But let's just see how we get on with the building of these 4. Can we actually fit them in anywhere else? Like this side? No, not really. Not really there, not really there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put in that... I mentioned about the tunnel here. I'm going to put that in first. Shouldn't have from there, isn't it? There's the tunnel. Just so we know where things are earmarked for. And this has become an adult and working as a labourer. That's 5 labourers. Hey, look at that. Lots of stone houses getting built here. The reserve of stone is low. Yes, it will be. But population has exploded. There's that jump. I'm guessing, however, if we go to... what would it be? Overview? No. Educated 80%. Yeah. Education, there's the dip. Not a huge issue. And I'd still definitely accept the nomads again. Iron is low and stone is low. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. So, we've got a house. And now we still have 7 homeless. But there's 3 other houses to build. This one's almost completed on 95%. Are we at the upper limit for firewood? I think we are. I'm going to change that to 1,500. Like that. And I'm also going to bring more firewood to here. Logs. And 1,000. I know it's better to just sell the wood, but frankly, we have these resources are spare, so I'd rather not hit the cap. I'd rather just sell some of it. We now have another sheep in the pasture. There's the lamb over there, and we are generating wool, so they are being sheared. I'm going to keep an eye on food, because obviously we just had a massive jump in population. I have a feeling we're going to need some more food generation. How can we fix that? Well, we could have all manner of things, really. We could build another crop field. I don't know where we would put another crop field. Over here would be not the right idea. Not too sure, actually, where another crop field would sit in nicely. Could be here, actually, but no, it's a little bit too far out. Over here, a similar thing, it's just a bit... Well, it's not great, is it? If we were to, say, have an orchard... Yeah, the land's all over the place, isn't it? I'm not too sure. We'll see. We no longer have anyone homeless, which is good. And we've got another house getting built. Excellent. I think another fishing dock would probably work out. But where would it go? We tried over here and it was fairly poor. Where's the... I mean, it's just going to be down here, isn't it? Realistically. We could have it on the other side, actually. That's not something I really considered. One there. And one in... Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen. Or maybe. No, the land is such that it's just not gonna work. I would very much like to put it here, but there's no way I can even get a road over there, is there? Is there? I don't think there's any way to get a road over there. So from here, stone road, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We know I can't go that way. I'd have to remove this field and shrink it down. We can't tunnel under this thing. Oh, actually, we could tunnel under this thing. Oh, interesting. We would have to then make the crop field a little bit smaller. But it is autumn. Oh, I'm very tempted with that. Very tempted indeed. Because it would be from there to there. Yeah. Didn't think I'd do this, but okay. That crop field was removed immediately. Okay. And then we'll put the road in. And it'll come down from there, won't it? Like that. And then actually give access to that. And then... No, it won't run there. That's fine. That's in. And then we want crop fields. And it's going to go like that. So it's a little bit smaller. And it was peppers. And we still have... Do we still have the right amount of farmers? We do. I'm going to get another vendor. And a couple more foresters. But it means we can have more fishing docks over here. And it opens up this land a little bit anyway. For, if nothing else, housing. So, there we go. How's things working over here? Actually, everything is pretty much up and running. We have stone houses. We have a decent amount of firewood. We are running out of stone. And still waiting for... Yeah, it's just we're out of stone. Where could we build a quarry? Oh, the trader has arrived. And they are trading... Oh, potato seeds and pepper seeds. Let's get some potatoes, shall we? Let's send over... Oh, not all of the wood. Trade. We now have potatoes. Shall we change this? No, that was always a pepper field. But now we have potatoes. Anyway. What would be a good place for another mine? Well, just having a look around. Quarry, should I say. I mean, realistically, over here is pretty good. It's a bit close to some of these, though. And it's nice, flat ground that we could use for food. Because, obviously, we'd have a straight road, a bridge, and then across. I think I'll worry about that if and when it happens. Well, it will happen. It's not an if. It definitely will happen. We are going to run out of mineable resources in the quarry. But there you go. We now have 17 students, which is good. Just double check the population here. It is increasing, which we expected. Go for citizens. See that education dropped. It's still over 75%, which is great. Is good. And what are they focused on? I think it's stone is basically what people are working on. Getting stone, or what the resource shortage is. Resume. I think so. 3 students in that place and 15 in that one. I wonder how it divides them in that way. Wonder if there's any criteria. Do we want to buy pepper seeds? I don't think so. We've got pepper, so I don't think there's any necessity for that. Oh, just realised that there are lots of people in the boarding house still. Okay. Well, what I'll do is I will pause the production of this tunnel to make sure that all resources are being focused on this tunnel, because then we can build the housing. In fact, you know what? We don't even need to do that. We've got space around here for housing, so shall I build it? Would it fit in? We know the answer is yes. But would it fit in a satisfying way? Yeah, it'd be fine. We'd have a bit of space behind it, which is a bit of a shame, but there's housing. Now, naturally, that's going to require stone. Which, yeah, we are out of. Going to get some more foresters, because I'm very well aware we're going to be chopping more firewood and sending it over to the merchant and such. I'm seeing Marvelly, Stonecutter has died of old age, and Bessica the mine has died of old age. Yeah, it's good we have the boarding house. Oh, there's still only 3 people in that boarding house. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause the production of these houses. Yeah, let's see about that. How is this tunnel doing? 64 of 96. Woodcutter's died of old age there. That's what I'm saying about the aging population. The reserve of iron is low. Yes, indeed it is. Another forester. Zakenzill, the forester, has died of old age. Oh, we don't have any labourers. Let's make sure we always have some labourers. Got 15 stonecutters. 34% on the quarry. What did it produce last season? It produced 196 stone from the mining of the quarry face, and 4 leather from a deer stumbling into a ravine. So that's something at least. Chickens. 336 eggs, 336 eggs, 136 chicken. It's literally made of chicken. And 18 leather and 600 beef for the other pasture. For the sheep, 24 wool, 200 mutton. And the other pasture, 48 wool. That's pretty good. I did have a bit of a mess around with things going back and forward, so that was a bit of an issue, but yeah. Let's see what we can do. We are maxed out, are we? We are, what? Ah, yes, we've not got any cherries. That's understandable. Understandable. How are we getting on for this thing? It is just stone we're waiting for. I'm tempted to just get another quarry somewhere. But where the obvious position is here, isn't it? It really is. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say collect stone, and we do have no stone around there. None around here. None around there. Didn't think so. But we do have number of stone there, and all of this. which will require a road, which ironically would be made out of stone. So I'm not going to build the road. I think the labourers will take care of that. Gather as much stone as possible. The quarry is... yeah, definitely working overtime. Herbalists are... they've reached production limits for herbs. Might as well change the limit to 300. We don't have a supply... we have a supply problem, we don't have a storage problem. Once we have access through here, we know that we can connect up this road, and then we know where we can have, let's say, more housing and such. Although, over here is pretty sorted. One of them is being prioritised. Oh, there's no one in the boarding house anymore. Huh. How curious. How curious. Well, I've told them to gather stone, which is over here. I am seeing some people heading over there. Just pause a moment. Citizen, picking up resources. Oh, they're a forester. Okay. I didn't know what they were gathering, whether it be wood or herbs or doing some hunting, whatever. And I'd be tempted to tell them to start working on the mine, but I don't want them to splitting their time when it comes to the building of things and moving of stone. Ah, you've received an award, smiles all round, and healthy. Is that because we've reached 30 days? And health and everything is good? Hey, I'll take it. Brilliant. Just going to double check our population. It's levelling off now. And children's going down, but the students are going up. Food is middling, about 12,000. Which to be expected. And have we reached the supply of logs? We really have. Let's just say the upper limit is 2,000. How many do we have in the trading post? We have... now we have 2,000 logs. There we go. They can crack on with that. That should be fine. Okay. Another house there. Getting built. Gonna get a couple more builders on. This tunnel. Oh, it's on 95 of 96 stone. I will have to place that road to there as well. And, oh, there we go. That's it, coming along, and then to there. So that's now in. Good. I do think we'll be able to fit a home just there. Oh, unless the terrain is... oh no, that's deceptive. I thought we'd be able to place something there. Similar here. But we can place housing around here. It's not a problem. Some nice waterfront properties. And these little river cottages. Okay. Well, working on that. This one, they're working on. There is, however, another stone house here to finish. And we're unpausing the mine. Because there's lots of logs to deliver, there's lots of stuff to be removed. And I think it would be of some benefit for us to do that. Woodcutter is at the upper limit. We're at the decent fuel amount. So, as before, what I'll do is just move it over to the trading post. Because even though it's not necessarily the greatest of efficiency, it's better than just being wasted. Oh, it's not really being wasted, is it? Because we've got... once they hit that limit, they go on and do labourer stuff. But there you are. So, lots of trees to remove, which is now done. Logs, 48 to deliver. And then, once again, stone. Stone. A merchant arrives at the trading post. Hello there. They have cattle and chickens. Well, we don't really need either, to be honest. So we'll not bother with trading. Don't think we need to do that. What I do want to do though is maybe get connection across this river. So, that is a wooden bridge. And it's going to be built like that. And stone road up to there. And it's stone road up to there. All of this I want a stone road as well eventually. I'm just doing this in stone because it's only a small amount. But iron is going up. What did we produce last year? We produced 120 iron and 3 logs. Interesting. Salvador, the trader, has died of old age. We've got no one in the boarding house, which is good. We do have 2 new properties. Builder and a trader. And we have this tunnel, which is 21 of 88 stone. How are we doing for the other mine? Actually, they've cracked on very well with that. We're at 48 logs of 48. All of the trees removed. A child named Dengle was born. And we're on 25 of 68. That's a 37% completion at this stage. We're now apparently on the upper limit of... Is that upper limit of food again? I believe it is. So... What can we order from them? Chicken, cattle or sheep? Afraid not. What I'm going to do is... I mean, there's no food waste in the game. We are getting quite close to full for our barns. Okay. I'm going to up food once again to 20,000. There's no food. It doesn't perish. So we'll increase that to 20,000. And eventually it'll work. I think the game is just taking a little bit of time to calculate. Yes, it is. There we go. Right. So, realistically, we've got loads of food, which means we can have more population. But in order to do that, we need a mine. There's no getting around it. We need another quarry. Okay. We're gonna have to get another one built. So a quarry. We can place it around here. That would be all kinds of bad because it's near the forester. So I think around this part, and I'm going to guesstimate that, yep, realistically the only place we can put it is across the way there. Oh no, we could put it here. That would be better if we were to place it there. It would work there. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to remove the road. So, remove road, like that. It's only a small road now. And then another quarry. And yes, I am deliberately placing it right next to the river because I find that amusing. And another quarry. Only requires a bit of stone, which is good. Krista, the stonecutter, was crushed by a rock, sadly. And we do have... actually, I won't place it there. Maybe I'll place it there so we can have a road going to the left. Yes, that would be a lot more sensible, wouldn't it? Very uncharacteristic of me. That's going to go in there. I will allow them to crack on with that. And I do think that this is an area where we can have... If we were so inclined, which I'm not sure... There's the demand, but we could make another sort of market and other sort of small town. I don't think we're going to. I think it's a case of getting resources leveled out and getting resources that we don't have on the go. I'm noticing the amount of clothes is going up, which is good, and that is naturally the better clothing. That is the tailor with the leather and wool goods. And once this is made in only a couple of seconds, we can change that to coal. There we go. We now have another mine. This is good. I'm going to continue the building of these houses. I'm noticing the quarry is getting cleared now, or the area around the quarry is getting cleared, should I say. And now we are producing coal. Let's see. There it is, first coal. 5 logs, 7 coal. Just going to pause it for a moment while we make sure we have some labourers. I can't believe we're going to have 30 stone cutters. But not for long, because the quarry is down to 28%. So the other quarry... yeah. We'll have to double up the quarry. Do we put another quarry next to it? Would it fit? Would it fit? If we completely industrialise this landscape here. It would. We could have 2 quarries. Oh, that's what we're going to do, surely. Oh, it only just fits by literally 2 or 3 spaces, I think. So another quarry in here would mean... well, let's do it. I'm just going to pause it straight away, though. So the quarry is going to be right next to this one, but with a gap. So it's going to be that, and then a gap. And immediately I'm just going to pause. I don't want that being worked on. We have one person who's homeless. Yes, indeed. So we'll let them crack on with the building here. That's actually almost done anyway. So that's good. We have how many students? 20 students. Obviously, we've got 2 schoolhouses now. I think we can place another house around here. It would fit. Bit of a weird place to put it, but it would fit. And we can have just a little road coming down here. You'd think there'd be one going here, but... oh, that would be a great hobbit hole, wouldn't it? Like that. That'd be brilliant. Nestled into the side of the ground there. Lovely. Just what we want. Not that we can build one, but there you go. 120 population, 20 students and 15 children. We have the quarry. Oh, one moment. Pause it. And... reduce the amount of foresters. 119 adults. Because sadly... stone cutter has died of old age, and another stone cutter was crushed by a rock because it's dangerous working in that quarry. And yes, we've got this other quarry that'll be dug out, and then we need storage for it, which is going to be here, I think. And these are just out of that area where we're gathering stuff, so it should be fine, I'm hoping. So yes, we have another mine. We have 2 new quarries. We have a lot more homes going in as well. But do we have the people? Not so much. We can build some more houses, and I'm going to place... oh, where can we place some houses? We can place some houses around here. It would go in there. Weird place for a house. Like that. I would go in there. And then the road across. Don't know about the next one. I might have to come out and round. Would it fit in? It would fit in. Oh, I like that. It's better than the just grid, isn't it? A bit more interesting than the grid that we have going. Alright. Looks like the mine workings are going in. And, oh. So, when I said about the storage... oh, yeah, here would be perfectly fine. So, it's going to be a stockpile. It's going to be a road coming down here. Let me preemptively build that. Stone road. Yeah, it's going to come down here. Up there and across here. Let me just put that in. And just double checking that, which we've got all this space without any great issue. Stockpile. It was a 6x6 is what we had the other one. And there we go. And the mine is pretty much complete. So I think we'll leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Banished. We now have another mine. There it is. Quarry. I keep calling it mines. My apologies. We have another quarry. We are working on, now, some steel tools. I do think another blacksmith is in order. And I think I'm going to place it around here. I think so. Blacksmith. In it goes. So we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Banished. More houses to build. More stone to cut. And we need more miners as well. And we've obviously got housing. Lots of housing. All the housing. Either way, hope you have enjoyed this bit of Banished. Next episode, we will look at getting some more stone. Seeing how the stone... the steel tools are. And, yeah. See what this trader has to offer. Hope you have enjoyed it. And as always, comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.